We have all been there. It is late at night. The world is quiet, and you are staring at a screen filled with other people's successes. The rain streaks against the window like the tears of a life unfulfilled. You tell yourself that tomorrow, everything is going to change completely. You want the physique of an athlete, the wealth of a mogul, and the wisdom of a sage. And you want it all by next week. So, you start. The alarm blares at 5 in the morning. The air is cold, and your body screams for more sleep. But you push through. You run until your lungs burn on dark, empty streets. You buy every book on the bestseller list, convinced that speed reading will solve everything. But motivation is like a lightning strike. It is brilliant and powerful, but it never lasts. It is a surge of energy that eventually fades. By the 7th day, the fire is out. You find yourself back on the sofa, surrounded by the very habits you tried to escape. The feeling of defeat is heavier than the fatigue. You think that maybe change just isn't for people like you, but then a moment occurs. On the sunlit staircase of the apartment building, Dev stops. He sees his elderly neighbor, tending to her small garden with incredible patience. She doesn't rush. She doesn't flood them. She just gives each plant exactly what it needs for today. Dev asks why she is so slow. She looks up and smiles. Growth, she says, doesn't happen all at once. It happens one leaf at a time, one day at a time. That night, Dev doesn't set a 5 o'clock alarm. He doesn't plan a marathon. He simply goes to bed with a different kind of intent. The next morning, when the sun creeps across the floor, he feels the familiar pull of the snooze button, but he remembers the garden. Instead of a 5-mile run, he drops to the floor. He does 10 push-ups. Just 10. It takes less than a minute. It feels small. He looks at his hands. He isn't stronger yet. He doesn't look different. But for the first time, he didn't quit before he started. This is the start of the invisible progress. The phase where nothing seems to happen on the outside, but everything is changing on the inside. The weeks go by. 10 push-ups become 12. 12 become 15. He drops a single coin into a glass jar every single evening. He swaps the afternoon soda for a tall glass of water. It is a tiny choice, but he makes it every day, without fail. Then comes the real test. A chaotic day at the office. Deadlines are missed, and the boss is shouting. Stress is at an all-time high. Dev walks home through a downpour. He is soaked, exhausted, and every part of him wants to just collapse and forget his goals. He sits on the edge of his bed in the dark. The old cycle of failure is calling to him. It would be so easy to skip tonight. But discipline isn't about how you feel. It is about what you do when you don't feel like doing anything. He gets on the floor. 1, 2, 3. He finishes his set. He has won the day. This is the moment compounding power truly takes hold. Months pass. The transformation is no longer invisible. Dev's physique is lean and toned. His apartment is organized and full of life. He meets his friends at a cafe. They look at him with genuine surprise. They ask what his secret is, looking for a magic pill. The host smiles. How do you explain that the secret was doing 10 push-ups when it didn't seem to matter? Finally, Dev stands on his own balcony. It is no longer empty. Lush green plants fill the space, vibrant and thriving. He picks up his watering can. He sees the old neighbor on her terrace. She nods at him. A silent acknowledgement of a shared secret. The secret isn't intensity. It is consistency. It is the small, boring actions that stack up until they become something magnificent. Don't worry about the mountain, just focus on the next small stone. Your future self is built one tiny habit at a time. Start today. Do something so small, you can't say no. And then, do it again tomorrow. That is where the power lies.